Let me start with something you just referred to, which is the surprise to the upside in the economic data, despite, as you termed it, I think, historically fast pace of growth. Are you surprised at how resilient the United States economy is? Just today we got jobless claims numbers, surprised because they were low. We got the retail sales numbers you mentioned. We got industrial production. Across the board, it seems like a very strong economy, despite all you've done to try to slow it down.
Yes, so we certainly have a very resilient economy on our hands. We've got the economy growing strongly. If you think back a year, many forecasts called for the U.S. economy to be in recession this year. Not only has that not happened, growth is now running for this year above its longer run trend. So that's been a surprise, driven largely by consumer spending, driven by a very strong job market with people getting jobs with first high nominal wages, and then as inflation has come down, real wages, which is spurring spending. And we've also had inflation coming down. So, you know, it really is a story of much stronger demand. There may be some ways in which the economy is less affected by interest rates. It's hard to know precisely, but for example, many companies, any company with bond market access will have termed out its debt, right? And therefore may not be feeling the effects of higher rates. The same may be true of homeowners who have a long-term fixed rate, low rate mortgage, who then are therefore not, because it's not an adjustable rate or a higher rate, they're not feeling that increase in rates. So the economy may be somewhat less susceptible to the effects of rate increases. On the other hand, if you look at interest-sensitive spending, these are very much the places where we expect to see and do see effects. So, for example, in housing or the housing sector has been very affected by higher rates, as purchases of durable goods. If you look at surveys, people will not say that it's a good time to buy a car or a house, quite the contrary. So we see policy working through its usual channels. It may just be that rates haven't been high enough for long enough, and again, it's all happening in a context of very strong demand.